We've got Nintendo updates galore for you, as Nintendo has updated multiple games in at least one app with all kinds of new features, or at least some new features. So let's go ahead and check them out. And it begins with Drag X Drive, which adds an entire new mode called Survival Tag, or Demon Chase in Japan, which sounds way cooler, in which is basically two people versus the rest of the team, at least for a time, as those two people try to convert everyone into demons by running into them. We'll have more to say about Drag X Drive in a few moments here, and that mode specifically, but for now I want to quickly touch on the other new updates for you, which are a little bit quicker to get through. First up, we have a new update for Nintendo today that adds a Donkey Kong Bananza theme. I tried clicking on it, that didn't work, but look at this! You can add DK Bananza to your app if you like. Unfortunately, for those with Android, such as myself, it's not available yet. It's only available on iOS with an Android update coming later. They're usually at parity with each other, so I don't know what's going on in this case. But the good news is that the app is now available in a few more countries. So if you haven't been able to grab it yet and you wanted to, though I wouldn't know why, you can finally grab it right now. And hey, with that DK Bananza thing, this might be a good time. Next up, though, is a new update for Tetris 99, which, as part of its 50th event celebration, they're making a Kirby Air Riders theme. And look at this, first off, look at this. Kirby Air Riders looks amazing in any form, and that includes Tetris 99, but we also have video of it too, so take a look and a listen real quick. Yeah, I love the music in this game, but just getting started, because check what happens in the next portion once we knock out a few players here. Keep watching, we'll get there. Love that stage trial theme. It's so freaking good. It's all I care about. I wish I could just have it permanently online, but it won't let you, unfortunately. Let's wait for the final theme, I believe, the final 10. We're almost there. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's a quick peek of that. So now, let's circle back to Drag X Drive, because there is more about this update. A couple things I want to talk about. First off, there is now a demo available for the game, so if you want to check it out, you can play offline, I believe, with CPU opponents, so that's kind of cool. Then again, let's circle back to Demon Chase real quick. Now, this mode is only available for friend lobbies, which is kind of unfortunate, because I tried playing it myself, and look what happens here. Here we go, I started it up. I'm like, oh, maybe I can play with CPUs or something, right? So here we go, I'm starting the game in my lobby. Andre wins by doing nothing. What? Yeah, unfortunately, not only you can only play with other human opponents, and unfortunately, I even created a lobby and tweeted about the code on Twitter, and no one's joined it yet, sadly. I just think people aren't that excited or aren't playing this game still, unfortunately, which means that, and since you can only play this in friend lobbies and not public lobbies, I don't know when anyone's gonna have the chance to play this mode. Now, luckily, they did include, actually, I'm on the wrong page here, I think, where were we? They did include, oh, no, it's down here. They did include a video of how this mode is supposed to play, so you can better see it for yourself, where it randomly chooses two people to be demons initially. Demon, I don't know what they call in the English version, they're demons in the Japanese version. Okay, here we go. They started it up in the friend lobby. This guy's a survivor, I believe, so he's trying to stay away from the demon chasers. And here, oh, here are the demon chasers, yep. So they're gonna go, all they have to do is track down and tag the other players, will convert them into demons, and then whoever survives at the end of the countdown wins. But if everyone gets converted into a demon, well, the demon team wins instead. So we can see them being converted in real time here. It's like a virus. This guy's doing pretty good, though. Still surviving, only 30 seconds left. Can they make it? I actually have not seen the end of this video. We're gonna find out. The suspense. Probably the only time I'll see this mode in action because no one's playing this game, sadly. I've only to a public lobby and it was pretty much dead. Oh, this guy might be. Oh, he made it! He bunny hopped! Alright, there we go. So, yeah, you can see what happened here. I think that's saying Demon Team loses because the Survivor won. Maybe I'm misreading that. In any case, that Survivor won against the demons. So that's cool. Beyond this, though, so you may want to check this mode out if you have people to play with. I don't, sadly, apparently. But, you know, I created this stream. Maybe we could get more people in there, but I don't know if it's worth it. In any case, there's one final thing I want to touch on, and that is they finally posted an Ask the Developer article about Drag X Drive, and it's really cool. Nothing too, like, insane behind-the-scenes details, except for the fact that they talk about how it technically started off as a chainsaw game. They were playing around with how to Joy-Cons could work with the dragging motion, and they tried like starting up a chainsaw and like sawing wood that way. Then that somehow evolved into a wheelchair game, and they actually do specifically call out that wheelchair basketball, along with other wheelchair sports, were a definitive inspiration for this game, which is awesome. Something Nintendo of America shied away from commenting on. So it's nice to see the developers themselves being candid about that, because of course it was. Furthermore, they even touch on how they had not only did they go to a wheelchair basketball game to watch, people actually use wheelchairs for real, is what I meant to say, as none of the people on the staff actually, used a wheelchair in their daily life, though they did try one themselves for, development purposes. But they want to see how people actually used a wheelchair for real. Furthermore, during development, they actually had a wheelchair basketball team come out and tried a prototype of the game, and they adapted extremely quickly, which was great news to developers, meaning that they did a good job capturing the mechanics of a wheelchair. Speaking of the betas or prototypes, you can see one of the prototypes right here. As look how basic it is initially, which is how prototypes work, and you can see the earliest form of the DirectX Drive, which is always fun to see. Furthermore, there are a couple other fun videos here. There's another prototype coming up here, which we'll go and close that. I think if I scroll on down, to touch on more on the development of the game, how the parks came to be, and how they explored different ideas, which I'll touch on more here in a second if I can get to the other. Oh, here's another prototype image. You can see how basic again it looked in its earliest form before they devoted a serious budget to the looks. Also, I believe you can see here that the basketball courts before there were quarter pipes surrounding it, there used to be fences and also gravel, and the idea was that you could actually go out of bounds and the gravel would slow you down, but they found it didn't work too well for gameplay, so they ended up abandoning that idea. Let's see, there's also, I wanted to see, oh yeah, you can see another prototype image there. I wanted to see if they had a cute little video of them actually doing, one of the developers actually doing a bunny hop for real in an actual wheelchair, realizing, oh, we could actually incorporate this move into the game. I'm trying to see if I can actually find the video here, and maybe one of the non-embedded ones, so it's harder to find. Here, maybe I can do a search for it. I want to show this. Sad. Alright, I can't find it. In any case, I'll link this article and all the other things we mentioned in the description below, so give it a look for yourself if you want to check it out. I think it's interesting, especially if you're a fan of DirectX Drive, which I was, briefly, until I fell off of it and haven't really gone back. And sadly, I think that's the case for a lot of people. But maybe I'm wrong, chat. Is anyone still playing DirectX Drive? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, that's it for us here. Thanks so much for watching. Go check out Demon Tag or Demon Chase if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll catch you later. Bye.